Hello everyone, and welcome back to LRL. We're here for round 5 of the championship at Kota, the United States. Hopefully all the technical issues from last stream will be fixed. I do hope so and everything, so, yeah, but I hope everyone's all good, all well. Um, yeah. But let's just quickly run through your grid for tonight. We've got 80 in the Red Bull, the Alpine, you well? You well? Sorry. We've got the Vexen, we've got Keta, we've got Billy Boy, who's now driving for Ferrari full time, so congratulations to him. Then we've got Bullcaps, then we've got Moritz, then we've got Skimidi, maybe? And then we've got the White Panther, Apro, and Slav, although Trippy will be joining us, and I believe J Reaper as well at some point, so hopefully we'll see them in a bit. But, yeah, here we are at, Kota. Let me just get everything all sorted now. I'm not going to be running with the track map on because we are running with these new visuals, so yeah. But let's have a look. I believe it's the Alpines maybe who's the first one. Let me have a look. Yes, it is Slav. Let's see who'll be the first one to set a qualifying lap. This is short qualifying, so not a full session. Trippy has joined, that is good, but we're going to have to wait and see. So let's see, yeah. We'll see in about 16 minutes time who will be on pole position. Can Keta keep up his streak? Will Vex be able to bounce back? Let's see. That was Vexen on pole. Yeah, Vexen streak and then Keta can bounce back in qualifying. Obviously he's doing pretty well in the races. But if you did, of course there was some issues going on the last week. So I'll have a quick run through what happened, like results. In the end, that Kessa did win the Grand Prix at Imola. Then it was followed by Moritz. I think it was DJ Ring in the Aston Martin. And then a couple of other results. But that does mean Kessa does extend his championship lead to, I believe, to 19 points. But here we go now. Slav, first one on a qualifying lap. Let's see, heading into the first couple of corners now. Not really getting the always bit of a look up there, I think. But let's see what you can do now into the next couple of corners now. And then up into the chicane, a very tricky section, easy to lose the car. Let's see what you can do. Oh, big snap over Stippy, just keep it nice and smooth, so good job to him. Now heading across the line now is going to be a... Oh, I missed the second point, my bad. Let's see what's going... Well, he's heading down into the middle sector, well, through the middle sector, I'm losing my words. See, I'm a bit rusty, but normally I'm used to this, I'm doing my own stream, but I just haven't been doing it this week. But heading down off the back straight of the car, nicely rotated. Now you don't really run all the way off the track, because you want to get car all the way to the outside and then get car thrown in the 1:39, so below 1:04. Let's see now heading into this very tricky corner. He wants to run out wide and the car nicely rotates through. But you don't go out too wide because you lose time and then you get too much rotation through and get invalidation. Of course, you can't make a good dive bomb up the inside. So let's see. Now, heading into the next couple of corners now. Well, last couple of corners now. 2 more to go. And then does it quite nicely so far. Then across the line. Let's see what's going to be. Opening up the DRS. It's going to be a 35.0 would be the benchmark to beat. Let's have a look who else is at AT getting a slipstream from the Alpine. Pretty close. Let's have a look. Who else can we have a look into? Billy Boy. I believe is going on a solo lap. Bullcaps is another one to keep an eye out on. Being quite strong past couple of races, but let's see what happens. As Skimidi, I believe, does 35.6, 6 tenths off Slav's time. Let's see what Bullcaps can do. Someone very competitive. Had a little bit of bad luck, but let's see. Heading into the next couple of corners now in Ikra. 56.6, but I don't imagine that's a representative time. Across the line now, 34.0. It's almost over a second faster than anyone else. That is a benchmark that they're going to have to beat. We're going to have a look back. Let's see, 80 across the line, not a representative time, 47.1. Let's see now, Kessie, your championship leader, heading into the first couple of corners now. What a very low battery, actually, interesting. So he might have invalidated, but let's see. Heading into next couple of corners now. Getting the car nicely thrown in. Nicely done. There's a Ferrari behind him, but let's see if anything will happen between them. Hopefully not. Heading down into the back straight now, braking hard. Always on deep though, so I imagine he's going to abandon this lap. You can see the White Panther goes second place. It's 34.4. Good lap from the Mercedes driver. Now let's see now. Vexen, I want a proper hot lap, but let's see who else we can look into. Trippy on an out lap. Billy Boy, I think, on a proper representative lap. Use my words. Let's see now what Billy Boy can do in the next couple of corners. Now as a 3-6. Not too bad, but want to find a bit more time, I imagine. I think Slav was a 1:39, so a couple attempts up on that. But let's see now for the next couple of corners through this very long right-hander, very tricky. Let's see what you can do. Hopefully, no invalidations. Runs a bit wide, I think. Not very good camera angle there, but that into the last couple of corners. Doesn't run too wide. Let's see. Does it nice and clean for the first bit. Then get the car nicely rotated through. It's going to be into the last corner now. Open up the DRS. It's going to be a 34.9. It's a P3, just ahead of Slav. Let's have a look. Who else we have to look into? Vexen on a lap himself. Let's see what he's going to be up to. It looks pretty okay so far, but let's see. Heading into the next couple of corners. With the right-hander, sort of like Turkey, Istanbul, but it's a right-hander, so a left-hander. Let's see into the last couple of corners now. Really throwing the cut through. That might be very slightly too wide. He might have got away with it. Let's see. Into the last corner now. Opens up the DRS. It's going to be a 33.5, but it was an invalid lap, so that will not count. Let's see now. Trippy in the Ferrari. Let's see what he can do. Charles Cluck helmets, but I think that's just because he joined later on. Oh, proper cut there. I'm not sure if he got away with that one. But let's see now. Heading into the next couple of corners. Get the car nicely rotated through, and then heading up into the double left-hander. I don't know why I started there. Oh, big snap of oversteer there. Now he's going to get the... But we'll get him to the outside of the track, so that's actually not too bad. Now get the car thrown in into the next couple of corners now. It's looking okay so far. Let's see what Trippy can get the car thrown in. Runs a bit wide though. Might invalidate his lap, but yeah, he's going to the pit lane. I imagine that was an invalidation. And Vexen is also, I believe, on an in-lap now. I'm just trying to quickly pause the stream just to quickly do something. I'm going to try and just sort some things out. If I can just do this. Pressed the wrong button there. Trying to think how to do this, but you know what? We won't worry about it for now. We just won't have a track map for tonight, but we'll fix it later on. I shall go back to that. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I believe that is your first runs done. Apart from Moritz, let's see what he can do. 25.6, of course, second place in Imola, so good job from him. Let's see what you can do now. Heading down into the back straight, almost get the car rotated through. Nicely done. Don't know why I got a bit of like a stuffy nose, but I think it's just the winter. Heading down into, well, down the back straight. Just want to take the line of least resistance right to the outside for a good rotation. Let's see what you can do now. Heading down into the next couple of corners, with the car rotated through, and heading down into the into the last sector. Hopefully the tyres are holding on nicely. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Goes right to the outside, get the car thrown in. Nicely done. I want to be careful of that bump though. You can unset the car. A little bit of a wobble, but we'll find all under controlled. Now into the last couple of corners now from the right-handers. Hitting it nicely done. Now 2 more to go. Right to the outside. Get the car nicely rotated through. It's a good job from Moritz so far. Now 2 more corners to go. Right to the outside. Can he... Was that invalidation? Let's see. Open up the DRS. Across the line now. Fastest! 33.9. A great job from Moritz. That is a proper lap. 10th quicker than Borkap's almost. But well done to Moritz there. And that is still going to be a good lap. When we think about it, Billy Boy is over a second behind. Well, almost a second behind, sorry. And, you know, so you know, they're going to need to find a lot of time to be able to beat that. But, well done. Well done to Moritz. Now, let's have a look at White Papa, though. Let's see what he's up to. Heading into the next couple. Not a big snap of oversteer there. It's an improvement. A 10th down. Let's see, will he do anything else in the next couple of corners? Let's see now. Get the car nicely thrown into the last sector. Now getting it through the left-hander. Now into the right-handers. Get to see if will the car stick. I think it will, but he's running out of battery. Let's see, heading down into the last 2 corners. Now car's right to the outside. Get the car thrown in. I think he's going into the pit lane. Yes, he is. 1 second, please. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, but let's have a look. Ball caps now. Who's your original leader before Moritz had that lap time. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Let's see heading into it. A 10th up. So that's what he needs to get ahead of Moritz. Let's see heading into the next couple corners now. Nicely done. Now there's Ferrari in front, but should go this way. Hopefully so. They're heading down the hill. Let's see what ball caps can do. He won't have any slipstream though. Get the car stopped and get the car rotated through. Nicely done. Right to the outside. Don't use too much of that outside curse. You can imagine, and also if you don't get as much traction, which you might think you gain time, but you don't. So you just want to hold. You know, you want to get the best exit out the corner down this long back straight, because even like a mile an hour or two can really affect you. Now into the next couple of corners, into the last sector. Let's see what's going to be. It's going to be a 3 tenth improvement. This is really good from Ballcap so far. If he holds it for the last sector, he's going to go to the top. Let's see now, right to the outside, and Ikra goes fastest with a 33.8. Good lap. But let's see, will Ballcap still be able to beat that? Imagine so if he holds it through. Nicely done into the last couple of corners. Keeps it tight actually. That's a bit different from other drivers, but let's see, it might work out for him. Now right to the outside of the track now, braking late. Not using as much track as other drivers, but let's see, will he be able to hold time? Let's see. Nicely done for the last corner. It's going to be a 33.5, puts him P1. Good lap, very good lap. Now let's have a look. Who else can we have a look into? Billy Boy. I think is he on a fast lap or is it in lap? Let's see. No, it's on a in lap, I imagine. Let's have a look. Who else can we have a look at? Keta, I believe, is on a slow lap. Let's have a Vexander. I think he is on a fast lap. Let's see. Right, heading into. That sounds quite quiet actually. I'm not sure. He looks like he's still going for it. Let's see. Get the car rotated through. I don't think so. No, he's on a slow lap, I imagine. Let's have a look. But Ballcap's leading once again. Billy Boy going into his next run. Breaking up into turn 1. Let's see what the Ferrari man can do. The new signed Ferrari man from Mercedes reserve driver to a full-time driver for Ferrari. Let's see what he can do on his proper Ferrari debut. Heading down. Well, obviously he did do the he did race in Imola at the Scuderia, but that was obviously just as a loan. But let's see what you can do now. About even, a little bit up, so that is still good. But hopefully we'd like a bit more. But hopefully we can find some more time later on in the lap. Heading down into the next couple of corners now. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Joe Repo is supposed to be joining, but hasn't joined yet, which is a bit concerning for the man sitting second in the championship, because he cannot lose any more points to Keta. After such a strong couple of rounds, he just can't lose that time. And to get the slipstream, though, from his teammate Trippy, he goes second fastest as well. I didn't notice that, but yeah, Trippy is really good at teamwork. I know that from my own experience with him. He's just really good at it with slipstreams and things. So really well done to the two Ferraris. That didn't cost Billy Boy any time. He's still up, but not by loads. But let's see though. Heading down into the last couple of corners, heading into the left-hander. Can he find any more time? Let's see. Get the car nicely rotated through now into last 2 corners. Get the car nicely thrown in. Really pushing it. Let's see. Will he be able to? He looks like he's going a bit slower. Actually, no, he's not. I thought he may have invalidated. Oh, he runs a bit wide though. Yeah, he's going to the pits. I think he invalidated in that last corner, so keeps P7. Look who else is out there. Keta. He's not on, I don't think he's on a representative lap. I think he might be. No, he's not. That's quite slow. So, bit of issues for your championship leader. So I'll keep an eye on that. And let's see now. Bike Panther heading onto a lap now. But you want to keep an eye on that though, because Keta did have a disappointing qualifying in Imola and disappointing sprints. He did work out in the race, but of course that might not happen because it's going to be completely dry this weekend. But let's see though, heading into the last couple of next couple corners for the White Panther. Sorry, I say last. He's the first sector. Nicely done through a little bit wide from the late bit of the left section. Let's see though, will he have lost much time? No, he's a 10th up. So let's see, he needs to find about half a second or so to get past Moritz. But then when he gets there, you need to find some more time, about another half a second almost from that point, so a full second to able to have a go at pole position. But let's see though, Panther is a really strong driver. So let's see now, heading down into the back straight. Let's see, just open up the DRS. And he's just got to keep the line of least resistance and get the car to the outside. And Trippy has left the session, interestingly. I hope he's still fine for the man sitting second on the grid. Let's see into the next couple of corners now. Will he have lost any time on any point? No, he's half a second up. Really good middle sector from the Panther, but he will need to find some more time. He should be able to hopefully get ahead of Moritz, but and maybe Ikra. But we have quite a bit to get ahead of Trippy and massive chunk to get ahead of Ballcaps. But let's see though, throwing it into the last couple of corners. Let's see, will he be able to find some more improvement? Trippy is rejoining the session, so it should be all fine. Now, keep it safe for the last couple corners. Get the car rotated through. Let's see now, opening up the DRS. What's it going to be across the line? Oh, 33.6. Great lap. About a tenth down on walkouts, but still on the front row. Good job from the Panther. But I think that's his last run. I don't think he's going to have to get around for one final run. I don't think Trippy might be able to get out for a final run. Might just be able to make it, but it's going to be tight. Ballcaps is already heading on track. So, well, let's see. And Kessler needs to get out there. I imagine so. He'll get out there soon. Team McLaren, sorry, heading out at the same time. Hopefully some teamwork going on there. Let's see who else we need to keep an eye. AT as well. Needs to get a lap down because he's quite far down at this moment in time. You know, better than, well, worse than I thought it would be, but definitely can have a lot more pace. But let's see now the Red Bull driver heading into the last corner on his final flying lap. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Heading into turn 1, we've got the nose cam. Let's see, will he go to the outside? Yes, he will. Braking about the white line, get the car thrown in. Nicely done through the apex. Now, just don't use any of that sausage curb, otherwise it's going to really unset the car. Heading down into the S section. Let's see what's going to be through the left, then the right, and then the left. Nicely done so far. And then into the right. Oh, a bit wide, but might be able to get the car nicely back across. I can't see. Now heading into chicane. Nicely done. Really nicely done. 10th up so far. Let's see. He's going to need a bit more time, though. But I'm not sure if he lost time. And Trippy has retired from the session. That is it for the man in third place. So he will not be able to improve. He will not be able to threaten Panther or Ballcaps. But will anyone else be able to? We're going to have to wait and see. Let's see, though. Heading down into the back straight. Let's see what AT can do. His red light is flashing though, so he is out of battery, and he's not opening up his DRS, so I don't think he's going to improve. So I think 10th is going to be the best he can do. But let's have a look at Kessler. Actually, I think he's on like that. Let's see now. Ballcap's half second up. Oh wait, no, that's my bad. I thought I was on his lap, but he hasn't got to second point of that. Let's see though. Heading into the next couple of corners now. He's about half a tenth down, so not ideal, but still has that buffer. So that's not over. So let's see now, heading into the next couple of corners. Heading into, heading down towards the back straight. One corner left to that back straight. Get the car nicely done, nicely rotated, nicely done, as I said twice. Slav and the Alpine, P9, won't be able to set another lap, and nor with the White Panther, I don't believe. Unless he fueled again. He might have, but we're going to have to wait and see. Ballcap's heading down into the end of the back straight. Let's see what he can do now. Will he find any more time? No, he's 1.5 tenths down. That is not ideal. Now, he's got to find some more time. But he does still, as I said, he has that buffer. So it's not the end of the world if he doesn't improve. But he's of course going to be worried if other people are going to improve. Let's have a look now. The man on pole position. So let's see what he can do. Two more corners to go. Let's see. Will he get the car nicely rotated through the first bit? Yes, he will. Now, will he get it rotated for the second bit? Let's see. Get the car nicely through the first bit. And a good exit. Will there be any improvement? No, it will not. It's going to be a 33.5. They're going to have to chase. Panther about half a tenth down on his bed. Vexen goes faster. 33.4. Big lap from the Red Bull driver. Now, he's going to have to see. Will Panther be able to improve? Oh, no, he will not. Half spin. He loses the car. That is it. P3 with the best he can do. The Haas now got a McLaren stuck in front of him. Let's see though. Will this hinder him? The man in P4, Ikra. Now we can see Billy Boy gets up to P7. Of course, let's see what happens now. And Kessler goes up to P2. The championship leader with a 33.4. Sorry. And Morris goes up to P5. A good lap from the McLaren driver. Let's see though. Ikra will not improve. He will stay P6. He will be jumped by both Ketter and Moritz. Now, let's see now. And I think that's it. That is it for qualifying. Wow. Quite expected right at the end. That looks to be Ballcaps' session. Until Panther did set it that time, but then he did beat it. But then it's been beaten by Vexen. And then Kessler, and then Ballcaps, White Panther, Moritz. Really good performance from the McLaren driver. Once again, really getting his mojo back. Now, Ikro, Dribby, Billy Boy, two Ferraris, a little bit of disappointment. And then Skimidi, sorry. Sorry, guys. And then AT will be the driver in last place. Unexpected, but Vexen will keep his pole streak running. 3 races in a row. Now we're going to wait and see. Will he be able to hold on? Will he be able to get his first race win of the season? We have to wait and see. See you in just a minute. Hello, we are back. I'm sorry for that small break, but here we go now into the formation lap for the Grand Prix. Let me just catch all the things up. No, I won't be able to run the track map, unfortunately, just because of me not setting up everything correctly like a goofball. But let's see now. Look at your tyre selection. Now we got the top 6, all on medium tyres. Then Trippy, Billy Boy, and Skimidi. Sorry, I don't know why I said. I do hope that's pronounced correctly. If I'm butchering that, I'm very sorry. On the hard tyre, then we got Slav. Well, the two Alpines on medium instead of 80 on the hard tyre. So I think some guys further back are trying something different. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. But we're of course gonna have to wait. Let's hope no calamities on this formation lap. But it is Vexen leading once again. You know, his qualifying form's been mighty for the past couple of races. Let's start off with Kessen. Now Vexen's come back at him. And of course, other drivers from Peru, like White Panther, really up there. And of course, Moritz, you know, really top performances from McLaren driver. And let's hope he has some good race luck. Of course, a few unlucky moments throughout the year, you know, earlier on in the season, really has bounced back. And definitely, I think, one of my drivers of the season so far, of course, along with Blake Vexen, well, most of the grid. Yeah, really impressive. Yeah, Jay Repo, you know, coming in his debut and challenging Kessa, who's been here basically from the start. But of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Will Kessa be able? Of course, there'll be many rounds to go. Can Kessa win his first title in LRL? The one of the OG really, along with a couple of like Billy Boy, well not Billy Boy, sorry, Morris. But we have to wait and see. Will Vexen be able to challenge him? Will Warcaps be able to make a surprise? Will Panther maybe even Moritz? But those people are going to have to wait. We're going to just have to wait and see. Many rounds to go. Got to keep an eye out at it. So please subscribe. If you do enjoy. Oh, interesting tyre warming strategy. But still fine. Don't put it in the wall. And doesn't cost any time. Oh, a bit wide there. Maybe try and do some Hamilton techniques. You know, try and back up and try and get your parents to lose tyre temperature. But let's see. Now they're lining up into the grid box for Vexen. He's going to be waiting there for quite a while, actually. Let's see, would he get a nice run in? I think he has. Looks nice. He hasn't got disqualification. We're going to see Warcaps now. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Looks nicely done so far. Let's see now. The two McLarens, I believe that is. I think there's yeah. Here we go now. The grid lining up now. Slav was disqualified. I believe it's just AT to line up into his grid spot. And here we go now. I'm just going to wait for a minute. Here we go now. 1 red light, 2 red light, 3 red light, 4 red light, 5 red lights. Go! And I can't really see very well, but it looks to be a good start from Vexen. And he is in front. Yes, he will. Bit of a bad start from Kessa. Kessa makes a big dive bomb, though, into turn 1. A bit of contact. Oh, Billy... White Panther getting up alongside all his carnage behind Vexen leads, followed by the White Panther. Oh, the White Panther's had a half spin, and he's broken Kessa's front wing. Oh, his carnage now. Ball cuts back up to P2. Moritz up to P3. Kessa still in P4. Absolute carnage behind. White Panther has dropped behind many drivers. Two Ferraris had a good start. I think one of the Alpines, one of the McLarens have had a bad start as well. Panther still fighting his way through, but Kessa has front wing damage. Your championship lead. That is not the start he wanted. He made the dive bomb into turn 1. Might have made it work out, but didn't get the best exit. And I'm not really exactly sure what happened to Panther, but just lost the car. But it's going to be a pound 1-2. Vexen and Warcaps, followed by Moritz. A good start from him. Yellow flags behind. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I do have everything all fine. There's a red bar. I think it's AT. Yes, it is. And one of the Alpines brought a broken front wing. But it's going to be Vexen who will lead the pack by over a second already. Going to try and extend that gap out of DRS as much as he can, followed by Warcaps, then Moritz. As I said, a good start. Kessa is still continuing on, but with that front wing damage, he will be struggling, I imagine. But the House of Icaro made a position up on that one. It's not really closing in at this moment. So 2 seconds the gap is, followed by Panther, then Slav, and then Billy Boy, then Trippy, Skimidi, and then AT had a half spin in the other Alpine with broken front wing. Now we're going to wait and see. So it happens, but across the line now, 1.2 seconds is the gap to Vexen. And I think the White Panther and Icaro having a battle. Yes, it is the Haas. It's in the pit lane. Kessa will continue on with that broken front wing. That will cost some time, I imagine. But of course, we're going to have to wait and see how much time it will cost him. You have to see now. The couple drivers into pit. Trippy in the pit lane as well. On the Alpines, I think, as well. Into the pit lane. Trippy putting on a set of soft tyres. Icaro putting on mediums. I'm not sure what's going to happen to the other Alpine. Let's see. I do imagine it'll be maybe a medium. Oh, let's hold for the stop. Let's see what it's going to be. I think it is hard tyres. Yes, it is. But, yeah, really good start. Exactly what Vexen wanted. Obviously, that dive bomb, but covered it well. Now we just have to wait and see. A yellow flag behind. Don't think it's all fine. Yeah, it's been all cleared, I imagine. Oh, I think that might be Ikra. Yes, have a half spin out of the pit lane. Unfortunate for him. Now we're going to have to wait and see. I don't know why I'm waiting to see, but that's unfortunate for him. Hopefully, he can make his way back up to the pack. Now we've got ball caps, so obviously 1.8 seconds now. Vexen is really pushing it. Then Moritz now 1.4 seconds. Keta is still holding on to him, but and Panther has dropped back to 2.8 seconds. About a second to Slav, and then Billy Boy, of course, on the hard tyres, Billy Boy. So keep an eye on him because he might be able to hold on and go to the medium tyres later on. But we're going to have to wait. As I said, wait and see if that strategy will work out. But 2 seconds almost. The gap. Vexen is just on another level at the moment. I think Keta might be able to do some pace if he gets a new front wing. But, of course, he doesn't have one. 37.8 and 1.7 seconds now. A half second quicker than ball caps at this point. DRS is now enabled. He's got more than the gap to not get affected by DRS for ball caps. Now ball caps will have more to worry about the car behind, but that's still 2 seconds to Moritz. And then it's going to be Keta, though, who still is keeping with Moritz. And Panther has caught up by about half a second on that lap so far. But we just have to wait if he will be able to keep that pace up. So he's still got pace, despite that damaged front wing. Now, but he is losing time, you can see, for that first sector. But we have to... Will he be with DRS? Let's see. I don't think he will. No, he will not. He will not have the DRS at this moment in time. Unless he... might have, actually. The white line is there, and he might have just gotten DRS. Maybe using some battery, or maybe a bad exit from Moritz out of the S section. But let's see, will he have the DRS? Let's see. Yes, he will. He just has it. That will help him out a lot. 80 in the pit lane as well. But let's see. But I don't think it'll be close enough for a move at this moment in time. Let's see. Pulls out a bit, but will not scare Moritz. Will hold it nicely. And now Moritz will be able to breathe. And he will just have to try and pull that gap out once again. If he can just do what he did and maybe just put it a little bit further, he will be safe from Keta. And Keta won't have that big advantage down the main straight and the back straight. But 2.4 seconds the gap is between Moritz and ball caps. But let's have a look. What else can we keep an eye on? Panther is closing in on these guys. Maybe Moritz may be struggling, maybe something like overheating maybe. Or, you know, just trying to keep it nice and clean. But Panther is closing in, obviously Keta with that front wing damage. And there's yellow flag is actually one of the Alpines, I believe, has crashed out. Yes, it is. Let's see. Oh, there's been a collision, I think, between the Alpine and AT. So, let's see. I think there is a safety car. Yes, there is. Let's see. Is it a virtual or full safety car? Let's see. I can't see a marshal post at this moment in time, so have to wait. Let's see what it's going to be. He's left the session, the Alpine. And then the McLaren gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Now, let's see. I can't see a marshal's post, which is annoying. But I think it's just... I'm not sure. Let's see. Hopefully I can see a marshal post somewhere. Where's the marshal post? I saw one back there, but that's quite small. Oh, I see one there. No! I keep on missing them. I think it is just a VSC. But I will have to confirm. You know, it's full safety car. Full safety car. And this will wipe out ball caps' advantage. And we can see Trippy into the pit lane now to put on a set of medium compound tyres. He can do that at the back. And we'll try and go to the end, I imagine, or at least go far into the race. Trippy, AT, sorry, into the pit lane now. And of course, Trippy has used 2 compounds, so he will not have to worry about that. He can go to the end if he needs to, or just put another set of mediums on if he wants to. But we will just have to see if he will keep an eye on that. Well, keep up with that. But yeah, this is shaking up the race a bit. Let's see, will there be any pit stops earlier on? I don't imagine for the hard runners for Skimity and Biddy Boy, or do Skimity just have that drive-through? So we will have to do that. And AT on out of the pit lane on medium compound tyre. But let's see, will the medium runners gamble? Maybe put hard system on, maybe go softs, maybe. You know, try something aggressive. But let's see now. He's going over to the side. Will it be tricking? No, I think he is. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Oh, big bluff. But let's see who else is in the pit lane. Oh, I think, yes, Keta is in the pits. White Panther in the pit lane. Let's see. No speeding penalty for either of them. Moritz stays out as well. Let's see who else will continue on. Billy Boy will continue on. McLaren's Committee will continue on. Icaro, he's quite further back, but it's only at this point in time. Let's see. Yes, Kessa will get a new brand new front wing, and he's going onto a set of medium tyres. Panther is onto the hard tyres though, so might try and get to the end. Those hards are quite durable, but we're gonna have to wait. But Kessa out of the pit lane now. Where will they emerge? They will emerge in 7th and 8th. But let's keep an eye out though. So these guys have Ketta will have to box again, but Panther does not. So Panther is in a good position. He will be a stretch out as hard to the end, but it's not impossible. So we just have to wait and see. Maybe a later safety car could help him out when he put some softs on. But yeah. Let's see now. Now this is really shaking up the race for these guys at the front. Of course, everyone down to Panther has not pitted. A couple of other drivers are still not pitted, but have to pit again. But it is interesting. So at this moment in time, Panther is the only one that could go to the end on his set of tyres. Oh, something about there. No, it's all fine. All good. I think it may have just been a visual bug, but everything is all fine. No penalties looks like to go to anyone's, so looking all good. But yeah, 80 was the last one to catch up to the train. Down in turn 1, so about half a lap behind, but of course going a lot slower, these guys, so we'll be able to catch up. Imagine safety car will be in next lap, so might be wrong. Let's see. Of course, these drivers are trying to get as much tyre temp as they can. These scrub tyres will get will get tyre temp a bit better. Of course, our soft compound will as well. So imagine most of these guys in the top 4 will get best tyre temp first, and then it'll be between the guys on the new mediums and then the hards, and then of course Panther, I imagine, will be the last one to get his tyres properly warmed up. But might be able to get some more tyre temp, maybe a bit more aggressive. Of course, does have the safety car period to help him out, but we'll have to wait and see. I think that was Trippy just closing in the background. I think it was. Yeah, Trippy is right there. I just have to wait for 80 at this moment in time to close in from the back. This will help out 80 after a scrappy couple of laps. We'll hopefully be able to get his head back into the game and get back into the game properly. Let's see though. But one more lap of safety car, I imagine. The car will be cleared away, I imagine, by this point. But you never know. But we're gonna have to just obviously wait. Now, I think sorry guys. Got a bit of a sore throat, not gonna lie, but I'll be fine. What was I saying? But yeah, Vexen will have to do that gap building all over again. The good thing is he looks to have the pace at this moment in time, so if he just holds on to the lead, he should be fine. And of course, he doesn't have like one of his main rivals, Ketta, behind him. Ketta is 8th compared to him first, obviously. But this is interesting. This reflects on 80 as multiple time zones. It's interesting. But this is interesting though because, well, Vexen obviously has that track position, but we said that in Monaco as well. When Ketta put those new mediums on, obviously they'll try and go to the wet period, and then Ketta, even though it's at Monaco, he just has such more grip. He was able to barge his way past and end up winning that race. And it was unfortunate for Vexen, just the wrong strategy that day. So we all thought that, you know, even if Ketta did catch, most of it wasn't be able to get past, but he caught so quickly, and you know, just a new set of tyres can make a difference. Of course, they won't be as new compared to that situation, but still, we just have to wait and see. And let's see now. Will safety car be in this lap? I'm not sure. 80 is still closing into the pack. Safety car is in this lap. So, let's see. Now, let's see how he controls the restart. Will he go early? Will he go late? Let's see. Of course, he can go until the start-finish line, and then, you know, he has to go then, because other drivers can overtake him, but he can, at this point, he can go whenever he wants, as long as he doesn't pass that safety car. So let's see, though. When will he go? So, of course, pack really bunched up now. When will he decide to go? He gets the car rotated through. Will he go out of the final corner? I think he will. Yes, he does. And he will take the restart, starting on to lap 7 now. Ballcap's bit the court napping. 9 tenths back now. And then Moritz about half a second behind him. And Slav now right behind him. Man, he started quite far down, actually, I think. Goes up, drives pitting. And Ketta makes his way past Panther. which is a key move he has to he had to do, and he's got it done straight away. And now he's going to get past these older medium runners and older hard runners. Now we have to keep an eye. Oh, bit of contact there, and Icaro has got ahead of Panther, which is not what he wants unless he can hold it up the inside. Will he be able to? Yes, he will. Oh no! Oh, he's been spun. Oh no. But Vexen now leading almost a second already. He's really pushing now, followed by Borkaps and Moritz. Moritz has held off that attack from Slav, and Billy Boy in P5, the first of the old hard runners, just hard runners overall. And then, but now it's going to be, we have to keep an eye out though on Keta, of course, on that new medium tyre. He's going to be aggressive. Let's see, will he go for the move on the McLaren? Let's see. No, he will not. I don't think. Yes, he will. Maybe. No. Oh, wait. Yes. Yes, he's gone a bit deep, but McLaren's got a good exit. No, I don't think he will. Oh, the Haas is going for a move up the inside of Keta. This is not what he wants. And oh, will he go for a double move? Yes, he will. Maybe. Oh my goodness, this is so good racing. But Keta, no, he will not. He will not get the move done. Icaro is back. Well, is in front. And oh wait, Keta though going up the inside. No, he will not. And yeah. Unfortunate from Keta. Oh, he's going out the inside though. Last corner. Let's see. This is Kevin Magnussen versus Sebastian Vettel. But let's see. Will he be able to get a move done into Tower 1? He might make a big dive bomb. I think he will. Yes, he will. Get up the inside with that more grip. Will he? Oh, he almost hit the back of McLaren. And now we can see that Trippy's getting involved now. Let's see what is going on here. Will there be any big changes? No. Keta gets back in front. Can I get ahead of McLaren though? But this is costing them time though. To Billy Boy and the pack in front, and this is not what Keta wants though. Oh, he's having a look though around the outside already. Oh, up the inside! Oh my goodness, Keta is really going aggressive. Panther gets ahead of AT. I think maybe a mistake from the Red Bull driver, and it's going. Oh, even more battles though. Oh, Trippy goes at the inside. Could it be a free-wide overtake? Oh my goodness, he gets ahead of one driver. Keta goes off the track. Will Trippy be able to get in front? No, he will not, I don't think, but it's still side by side. Yes, he will actually. He will get in front now. He's having a move at McLaren. This McLaren is holding up these guys massively, bringing out some really good racing. Oh, that was close. Keta almost at the back. Always been overtaken by Icaro. But Keta at the inside though for the next corner. But Icaro going around the outside, getting pushed off the track. But he will have the inside for the next corner. Will he be able to hold up the inside? Yes, he will. Up the inside, but Keta has the grip around the outside, and of course on those better tyres, what's going to happen? No, Keta holds that position. Now he's going to have to get back ahead of Trippy. Gap is 2 seconds now between Billy Boy and the McLaren. But the gap now between the leaders. Now DRS is now open. Vexen. Oh, wait, this battle's going on. Trippy. Someone. Oh, the McLaren goes in the pit lane now. On the hard tyres. Interesting choice, but of course might work out. So anything can happen. Got 1.1 seconds to Borkaps, and Moritz now behind Borkaps, 9/10 of a second, but a second now. So if he just closes in a little bit more, he will get that DRS advantage. Then Slav is now about a second behind as well, and then followed by Billy Boy, 2 seconds back, and then his teammate Trippy 1 second back himself. And now Keta is now getting aggressive. He will have to get ahead of these both. Sorry, we'll have to go ahead of these both Ferraris to have a proper good go at these leaders because. But he's still, he's losing loads of time. Let me just quickly do some. If I can just do this. Off the leader, he is 7 seconds off the leader. He does have a lot of new tyres, but still, those the advantage he'll have will still drop quicker now at this point. So he won't have as much grip. Let's see now. Trippy though will go for a move on his teammate, of course, on those newer mediums himself. And let's see around the outside. Yeah, Trippy gets moved done. Oh, but Keta goes for a massive dive bomb. Oh, my goodness. That was a big move. And he will make it pay off, though. I don't think that was contact. But he has made the move stick. And he's up into pieces now, hunting down Trippy. Now, Trippy has to try and get into the DRS of Slav. And then he can hopefully hold up. Billy Boy goes to the inside, but doesn't make the move stick. Let's have a look back to your race leader. 1.3 seconds the gap is now. Moritz though sticking around that second gap just outside of it, so doing a good job on the podium position. But we're gonna have to wait. Let's and see. And then of course Slab 2 seconds back, so no fast at the moment. But Trippy's actually fastest lap, 1:37.5. Hopefully help with that DRS. I say hopefully. Well, it means that it's the month of cheer. It's Christmas, so doesn't really make a difference, but Clan gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. This is going to be a race to track limits, I imagine. If they can keep it clean, you can gain a position or two. But Moritz now, still keeping just outside that DRS range. If he just finds a 10th, he can gain quite... Sorry. He can gain a nice advantage if he can, but, you know, he's just outside of it by that 10th of a second. Unfortunate. Keeping on the gap by 3 seconds, though, between Moritz and Slav, which is not what Trippy and Keta want. Now, they do have DRS, though. So let's see now. Will Trippy be able to go for a move like he did on Billy Boy? And will Keta go for a big dive bomb like he did? Let's see, though. Keta, having a look. Oh, he goes to the inside, though. Trippy, will he get the move done? Yes, he will. Up the inside, a good move, good solid move. But the Alpine is still holding that, but will not get the move. But let's see now, will Keta go for a move? Yes, he will. Another big dive bomb, and he will get the move done. He is really getting his head down after that big battle earlier on. He's getting back through the pack, and now he's going to be hunting down Trippy. 3 seconds between Trippy and Moritz. Now, just going to keep an eye, though. Ballcaps has actually caught up to Vexen, second almost, so maybe what I'm thinking is, of course, it could be a pace factor, but what I'm thinking maybe as well, maybe it's tactics, because if he does this massive DRS train, it's going to be a lot harder for Trippy and Keta to get past these cars and then get to him. So, maybe thinking of that. The gap is still about a second, just over that, so no DRS advantage at the moment to Ballcaps, but let's see. Of course, he has a lot more pace, yeah, he's pushing through now, so, yeah, he's opening up the gap about 1.5. No, 1.5. About 1.2 seconds now, about a second. Let's see. Will Ballcaps be able to get an advantage? Slav gets a 3-second time penalty. Out of the next couple corners, will there be DRS advantage for Ballcaps? I don't think so. Just missing out. And Moritz, that 2-second gap behind Ballcaps. Now, the gap is dropping, though. But now, Trippy's going to be under pressure from Keta. This should be a slam dunk move for the Aston Martin if he just, you know, doesn't bottle it. But let's see now. Let's see. Will he go for the move? Yes, he will. Holding in the slipstream now. And he will make the move done. Nice and easy. Up into P4. Now heading down Moritz. Now, once he catches up to Moritz, you know, obviously we'll have another 2 seconds to close in. But once he gets through that 2 seconds, he's going to be right on the 2 race leaders. So, we're going to keep an eye out. But of course, it depends if those guys play. And Billy Boy is having a battle with Icaro. Oh, really close now. Up the inside. Good. Oh, good defense. Oh, off the track though. But Billy Boy will still hold his position. I think that's what maybe I have to take, but might be wrong. Now he's got to hunt down Slav. But so, you know, even though all this craziness going on, the 2 is only separated by 1 car. So, but now let's have a look back to. I'm pressing the wrong buttons again. Stop doing this. There we go. Ballcaps has actually really got into DRS now. About 9/10 of a second though, but I'm not sure if he had it down that main straight. Maybe running lower wings, maybe. But let's see. Heading into the S section, can Ballcaps still hold in that second gap? Let's see. Still pushing on about half tempo off his personal best, so still pushing on. But let's see now. Will the gap be correct? Let's see. I think it will be. Yes, it will. 9/10 of a second. He will get the DRS advantage now, and then. And of course, Moritz will not be getting that advantage, but in a minute, not at this moment in time, but in a minute, Keta should be able to get that advantage. Open up the rear wing. Trippy, I imagine, will get that advantage as well. Let's see, will Trippy? Yes, he will. Of course, too far back, I imagine, makes like a massive dive bomb, which still help him out, though. But let's see, though. Oh, yellow flag's behind. I think that is Slav, maybe. Is it? I think so. He's leapt through 2 cars, but, oh, wait. Full safety car. Oh, AC's broken his front wing. AC has got a full safety car. Now, this could work out for the race leaders because they could box, put a set of hards on, and then go to the end. Billy Boy gets a drive-through penalty for speeding on the safety car. Loads of drivers got a drive-through penalty. Let me have a look at their penalties. Yes, it's Icaro and Billy Boy who will get drive-through penalties. So, this is not ideal for them. And let's see, though, what's going to be the position now. Yes, they will both box. They will both box onto a hard set tyres, I imagine. Let's see. Heading into it. And Moritz will pit as well. Trippy will pit. Keta will stay out. Now, I don't think this is the right move. Because he can't get those mediums to the end. And he'll be drives on the harder compound, but a lot newer. So Keta might have made a big mistake at this moment in time. He might need another safety car. He might be trying something different. But he will get track position. But he'll be such older tyres. And he won't be able to pit now. He'll be stuck behind that safety car. And that 10-second gap he has now will be evaporated. And Trippy now onto the medium tyres, interestingly. Could get to the end, maybe. But we'll have to wait and see. Icar on the hards, Slav on the hards, Panther on the mediums, Billy Boy on the mediums. We'll have that drive through though. Skibidi on the mediums as well, 80 on the front wing, going on to hard compounded tyres. So a mixture through the pack, but interesting choice to Keta. Might work out for him. You know, if there's a safe car later on, maybe. But it's just, you know, I can't see a proper way like he would win out of this unless he somehow holds his track position. The later safety car comes out and the guys don't hit behind him and he pits himself. He will drop those positions obviously, but I just don't see that happening. You know, I just don't see that. But anything can happen, of course. Could still win this race here. He definitely has the pace to do so, but we'll see. We will see. 88, another 3-second time out. Interesting. Getting him out of the safety car. But this has worked out though for a lot of drivers behind. Of course, they won't have to worry about other drivers on newer compound tyres. Basically, everyone's on the same age tyres. Apart from Ketcher and at 80, but I think 80 just got an older set of hards on. But let's see. Sorry. But it's going to be interesting. I'm going to go quick breather, but I will keep you with this obviously, so it'll just be a minute or two. Hello, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Fine, all good. Nothing's happened so far. But yeah. So if you missed anything, we'll catch about that particular car then. But no. But if you have missed anything, currently everyone has pitted, but of course, a couple of drivers like Keta will be able to make it to the end of the race. I guess only Keta at this moment in time. Mean runners might, but it will be a stretch. But of course, we'll see. Well, actually, I think they will actually with the safety car and things. I think they may slightly be able to. Maybe a bit struggle right at the end, but yeah, but about an even choice. Of course, mediums were an advantage earlier on, but the hards will get better and better throughout the stint. Well, the mediums will get worse and worse, really. Safety car in at the end of this lap, so we'll be going again for racing. Once that safety car builds and then Cat decides to go. Of course, let's see what he's going to be able to do. Yeah. He will have to pit, most likely, once again, unless he can extend these mediums out on a mammoth stint. Not impossible, but very, very unlikely. So, but anything can happen. So let's see if he has loads of safety cars, maybe. But of course, I don't imagine even if that does happen, I don't imagine Vexen staying behind for long. So let's see now. Him heading into the last corner now, followed by Vexen, weaving along the whole grid now. They imagine he could go now. Let's see when he decides to go. And he gets going now, heading into the last corner now. Vexen, though, getting a really good restart himself, right behind the Aston Martin. Would he go for a dive bomb into turn one? Keta going defensive, heading up the hill. Vexen will have a look around the outside. This is like lap one, but Kessa just hold the position, but Vexen going for a switchback. Really good. Has to go around the outside though, so we'll have a wider line. And I think there's some battling going on, but I think Vexen will make a... Oh, Kessa's been spun around. He has done a 360, but that's cost him massive time. And he will drop down the field like a stone. Oh my goodness. He will drop down to P10, almost dead last. There might be some talking about, but the key thing is, Vexen is in front. And now we'll have to break that second gap now to Borkaps. And then it would be Moritz now holding in that position. But now here comes Trippy now on those medium tyres. The first of the medium runners up the inside of Moritz. He's got the move done. A good move from the Ferrari. But Moritz is still fighting back. Let's see, can he go for a move up the inside? Let's see, I don't think he... Maybe. Let's see. Oh, he goes defensive. But, let's see what he... Oh, he's going out the other side of Borkaps. What a move. 2 overtakes in 2 corners. Great work by Trippy. Now he is right there. Now, he's going to be hunting down Vexen. Truth, I didn't see this battle merging Vexen. Oh, sorry about that. I don't see this battle merging Vexen and Trippy, but still, let's see what happens now. Borkaps now in 3rd, Morris in 4th, Icaro in 5th place, but I think he has a drive-through penalty. Panther in 6th after a disappointing start on the medium tyres, so if he does... Oh, a bit wide there. He should be okay though. No time penalty at this moment in time. And then Slav, and then Billy Boy goes into the pit lane now to serve his drive-through penalty. So this will not help Billy Boy, unfortunately. But that will drop him to dead last. But yeah, let's see though. Well, what will happen in this battle now? Now it's already a second they've broken to Borkaps. And, you know, Trippy is on fire at the moment in time. About 13, I imagine, 12, 13 laps to go. Let's see, will he be able to get ahead of the Red Bull? And if he can, he'll have to extend the advantage until those mediums die off. And then he has to hope that advantage will hold on until the end of the race. Icaro gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Let's see now ahead. No DRS at the moment in time, but still could make a move. Let's see though, heading into the back straight now. I don't think he's close enough unless he makes a big dive, but of course he was very far back from Borkaps, so anything can happen, but half a second gap, I don't imagine he's going to make the move done. Just going to sit back. Of course he has to get the move done soon, but he does still have a few laps at least, so he should be okay at this moment in time, so he can still wait for that DRS. Imagine when DRS opens, he has to make that move either next over the lap it is enabled or the lap afterwards. So if he does leave behind too long, unless he does lose the tie 7, Icaro is going for a move. Oh, it's drives off the track. Icaro made a big move up the inside of Moritz. Moritz holding it around the outside. Really good defense from Moritz. And now Panther's going for a move around down the inside. Will he make the move stick? He backs out, but he does go up to the inside. Now, let's see now. Will there be any big moments? No, there will not. Panther gets into 5th place. Moritz holding to that 4th place. Oh. Icaro, ignoring drive-through penalty, has been disqualified from the session. Big moment. Now, Icaro, who was running up in that mid-pack, you know, could have got some good points, but decided to ignore that drive-through. And Billy Boy owns a bit lane, interestingly. What has he got? Does he have 2 drive-throughs? I think he has 2 drive-through penalties. So Billy Boy is dropping down the pack now. And what's happening here? Keta is on the fight back, though. On those old medium tyres, is back into P7. Don't forget about him, though. He will have the pit again, most likely, but don't forget about him. Now, let's have a look now. McLaren actually did a good job so far, so good job to him, well done. And then now, it's going to be Panther versus Moritz. Now, they came to blows in the Imola, in the main race and the sprint. Will they come to blows again? Let's see now. Up the inside, into down back straight, sorry. Now, let's see, will there be a move? Will there be any aggression? No, there will not. Clean move from Panther. Up into P3, and Trippy has got ahead of X. I'm sorry, I was too worried at everything else. I keep on missing these big moves. But Trippy is into the lead. Now he's going to have to try and break that DRS now. Let's see, I imagine he did it on that, on the back straight. But he's almost broken a second already. Yes, he has. So, no DRS at this point for Vexen. And now Borkaps will be on his tail. Oh, I keep on hitting bling buttons on my wheel. Sorry. Now, let's see now. Panther will be the next one to try and hunt down the next one. It's 37.0 from Trippy. Now, that is a good lap. And Panther does a 37.2, I think that was. So, good lap as well from him. Let's see. Will he be able to get the DRS from him? Will Moritz be able to hold on behind him doing a good job so far. Well done to that DRS on those harder compounded tyres, but of course those mediums will drop off quicker, obviously, than those hards, and the hards should be getting better and better until a certain point in the stint. But let's see though, 11 laps to go. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And let's see, will Trippy be able to get that advantage out? 1.2 seconds now, so no DRS for Vexen. But will Trippy decide to do some tyre management maybe? You know, try and save their tyres and hold that gap? Or will he extend and just hope for Vexen to come back at him at the end of the stint? But let's see. Sorry. But let's see though, 1.4 seconds now the gap to Vexen. But Ballcaps is now on his tail. Billy Boy, who unfortunately is down the pack, still in P10 though, so continues on, should get a point. So yeah, and hopefully maybe a safety car could get back into play. But let's see though. Vex now heading into you know, is now see 1.2 seconds now. It's going to gap out a bit, but we'll have to wait and see. Will those hards get into play? Still no DRS though, and the Ballcaps will still have the DRS though. And Panther will have the DRS on him now. And I think Moritz may have just lost DRS. Yes, he has. So we're going to have to keep an eye out though on Panther. Of course, next driver on the medium tyres. Can he make a move up back into the top part of the back onto the podium? Of course, had a good qualifying. Had that incident on the first lap with Kessa, but has made his way back. Of course, there might be time penalties and things, but well, so we're not going to worry about that. We're going to worry about what's going on track now. Let's see now, 4/10 of a second now between him and Ballcaps. Now about half a second though, losing a bit of time on the exit. But let's see now. Both cars will have DRS, but let's see what will happen now. Will he get a good exit? I think he will. About half a second the gap is now. We're closing though, so he's going to turn on the battery, I imagine. The red light is flashing, so he is using that battery now. 2 seconds the gap is. Will he go for a dive bomb? He might go for it. He pulls out. Yes, he will go for the move. Up the inside. Really close to contact. Right on the end of the track. He has a good exit, though. Now, let's see. Will the Alpha Tower go for a move up the inside? Yes, he will. He does shut the door on him, so he does hold position for now. But let's see. He keeps his nose up the inside. And now he will go up through and will go a bit wide, but he has a good exit up into P3 for the Mercedes driver. Really good, but he has lost the DRS though to Vexen, so he's going to just try and get back into it as soon as he can. But the AlphaTauri is going to look around the outside, but not really going for a move, but he's going to have a look actually around the outside of the last corner. Let's see though, will he be able to hold it off? Yes, he will. Good defense, but now he's going to have the DRS. Panther will not, and Kessa, I think, he's battling with the McLaren. But we're not going to worry about that for now. Let's see, Ballcaps will go have a look around the outside of turn. Oh, his contacts. But Panther will hold that position. So he is up to P3. Now, don't forget those 6 attempts into Vexen's lead. And hopefully get into DRS range. But we have to wait and see. Now, let's have a look who we have to keep an eye on. But I think it was, yeah, it was Kessa was having a look at the McLaren. So, yeah. Let's see though, heading into the heading down the back straight though. The gap is 1.4 seconds, so Panther has not closed that lead down as much as he wanted. So he will not get DRS, while Ballcaps will. 6-7 the gap is, so we have to wait and see. I think Ballcaps does have more battery than him, but let's see though. Red light flashing, and it's gonna be interesting. Panther goes to the inside and trying really far on the inside. Ballcaps pulls out around the outside. Will Panther be able to grab the inside? Yes, he will. And good defense. Will he have to shut the door? Yes, he will. But will hold that third place. But they're just losing time at this point because the front two are pulling themselves along quite nicely because Vexen's got back within that 1 second range. So they can't really do much, these two. So we're going to have to hope that Vexen either makes a mistake or they can get their pace up. But let's see though. Heading into the next couple of corners now. Red light flashing for Panther. Yeah, I'm losing my voice still. Sorry. We're now heading down into turn 1, 4 seconds second gap to Ballcaps. Not close enough for a move this time. So I'll keep it safe and sound at this moment in time. Now, 1.9 seconds though between them, so Panther's got to really push on through this S section, but it's just not closing in the way he wants to. You know, yeah, it's just not working out for him. He's still pushing on, but just not enough. And he does gain a bit, but just not enough. But still, 7 was the gap is between him and Ballcaps. And Ballcaps will be fighting as Morris is made back into the fight, you know, into DRS range. So Morris can still do something here. And of course, as I said, those beaters will drop off a lot sooner than those hards. So we'll have to wait and see. But heading down into the back straight, he will open up the DRS. Now, will it be close enough? 6 tenths to set the gap is. But it's going to be a big run, not even the battery. So we'll hold back for now. And we'll stay in that 3rd place. But now, Vexen is right there. 6th of a second, the gap is between him and Trippy. So Trippy is, you know, controlling this race at the moment, but still he's going to be under a lot of problems when those mediums die off, and they are going to be soon. Speaking of mediums, Keta is extending that medium stint far into this race. 16 laps, impressive stint so far. Would he try and go to the end? Possibly, but, you know, I have to wait and see how. But, you know, I see what he's trying to do. You know, just try and extend as long as he can, because he will just most likely not be able to gain the time back to get back to where he is. So I think he's just going to risk it now. But no, he will not. He's going into pit lane now. I imagine he's going to put a set of those soft compound tyres on. Yes, they are. I can see them. He's going to put those softs on and go aggressive. Try and get that point for fastest lap and try and get as many positions as he can. Now back to the lead, though. Trippy still leading from Vexen. Now Panther still 2 seconds back. But Ballcaps is still staying with him, but not making a move. And so is Moritz sticking with them, sorry. Let's see, though. Heading into the onto the back straight now. 6 second the gap is now. Will Vexen go for a move? I don't think he will. But yeah, I don't think so. But let's keep an eye out, though. White Panther, no DRS. Ballcats with DRS, 8 second the gap is. I don't think it's gonna be close enough this time. But yeah, not close enough. But let's keep an eye out, though. Also on Moritz now. Of course, the better DRS, but he is a bit closer. But let's see. And of course, 10 seconds gap between the two McLarens, so big extent in the gap. And of course, Moritz has the hard tyres at the same time, so imagine we'll be still pushing on and gaining. So I imagine this is the point where those beans are probably going to start dropping off. So Panther and Trippy will have that track position advantage, but just not the tyre advantage. But let's see, though. Now he's still just, you know, they're just not finding that time. You know, Panther wants. He just needs to find about 8 tenths of a second. And they start to close down that bit. But when he gets to the straight, they gain it back. So Vexen is just not giving, you know, not giving an inch this moment in time. But let's see, though. Now we just have to wait and see. Heading into the first corner, braking late, get the car turned in, and then heading in. Well, sorry, I don't know. I keep on going off like madman. But what I was saying, yes. So yeah, you can just see, you know, the gap there not closely down for the first sector, so it's actually losing time. So I think those mediums are gone, and Trippy is just still holding that position though. So he's doing a good job. But let's see, though, heading down. Half a second the gap is now. Will Vexen go for a move at this moment in time? Of course, as long as he sits behind, possibility of Panther closing in. But of course, we'll not have to worry as much, you know, with Trippy, because he will just be getting slower and slower and slower. But let's see now. 2 goes for a move. Oh, that's mega aggressive from both drivers up the inside. Trippy holds it around the outside. Oh, on the sausage curb, though. Let's see, though. Will Vexen be able to hold it around the outside? Oh, really close. It's really close to contact. I feel they just kept it clean through that bit. Let's see now. Will he go up the side of the move? Yes, he will. He'll get his elbows out. Oh, he holds it. Great move. Great battle between the two of them. And it's going to be P1 for Vexen. But Trippy's coming back at him. Up the inside. Now he moved the outside, though. Let's see, though. No, I don't think so. But he goes for a move. Trippy gets a 3-second time penalty, though. So let's see. Oh, he goes up the inside. Into the last corner. Really getting his elbows out. Oh, really close now. He will have the DRS, though, so he might be able to hold this. Look how close they are. But here comes Vexen up the inside into turn 1. Let's see, will he break? Who will break latest? Oh, going up the front wing views, but I think it's really close. And he goes up the track. It's been muscled out. Vexen has taken back the lead from pole position. And now Panther is back into the fray. 1.3 seconds. So if he keeps his head down, he could maybe find a bit more time if these guys keep on battling. Wow. Kansas that's a new fast lap, 36.2, of course, was expecting that, really. But he's caught up to 80, though, so could get another couple points. But, let's see now. Gap 1.1 second, now 1.2 seconds. So, Trippy is still pushing on. So that's the gap between Trippy and Panther. Oh, there's been contact! Oh my goodness! Vexen, sorry, it's been spun around. Your race leader has been hit out of the way by Trippy. And Trippy's dropped down the pack. Now, the White Panther leads this Grand Prix. And now it's going to be the battle we've been looking at. These guys have been really aggressive. Trippy and Vexen. I thought it was going to keep it clean, but I'm not exactly sure. Was it Trippy goes in too deep? Or was it a punt? I hope not. I hope it wasn't a punt, but that has really, really ruined Vexen's race. A man who's been at the front, dominated this. Of course, Trippy got ahead of him, but he muscled his way back past. And now it's ended in contact. I'm not sure if Trippy has damage, but he does have a time penalty. That 3 seconds for track limits, but we will keep an eye on that for after the race. But now, Panther, who was half spun on the opening lap, is now leading this race fair and square. About 4 laps to go. What will happen? Let's see though. Will Trippy go for a move maybe on the after? Oh, I thought he was going to go for a dive bomb there, but this is getting feisty. Now, what Panther wants is Bullcaps and Trippy to scrap, and if so, and maybe Moritz gets involved. Don't forget Moritz though. He's running in a net P3, so Moritz might be able to get 2 back-to-back podiums. So let's see though. I think the only other drivers to do get back-to-back is Trippy and not Trippy, Keta and I think Jay Repo, maybe Bullcaps, might be wrong, but let's see though. Will Moritz be able to get back that form? You know, keep that form up he's been doing for those last couple of races. You know, also had the struggle, as I said, in maybe the first 1 or 2 races, but really bounced back in Monaco, I'd say. You know, really showed his pace, and really back in Imola. But let's see now. Will Bullcaps go for a move? Yes, he will. Around the outside. Will Panther go for a move up the inside? Yes, he will. He will keep on fighting. I've clicked the wrong camera again, but it's going to be close by side. Let's see, though. Around the outside, maybe, for Panther. He will keep on fighting this. Maybe up the inside of the corner. Yes, he will. Big dive bomb from the Mercedes driver. Been pushed off, and he's held his position. Great work. And now Trippy's going out the move on the inside. Bullcap's got back. Trippy has another 3-second time penalty. Now Moritz might be able to get involved, but Trippy is now back into 2nd place, and now we'll be pushing on to get ahead of that Mercedes driver. There's been a side bit of contact. Trippy has 1 wide. Bullcaps has maybe made a side bit of contact. So a bit of what happened between Trippy and Vexen. But this is maybe worked out. Trippy goes at the move up the inside of turn 1. I've only got front wing views, unfortunately. Let's have a look. Maybe. And Trippy gets back in front after that touch. But, wow. Now let's see now. It's going to be between the 2. And it's always going for a move once again. Bullcaps and Trippy. But now 7 tenths of the gap is. The 2 medium runners are now into the lead. Let's see though. What will it be? About 7 tenths of the gap is now. So not so nice margin, but still has the DRS. Now let's see though. Now the advantage that Panther has now is that Trippy has 6 seconds of time penalties, and Bullcaps, you know, obviously does have time penalties and on the better tyre at this moment. Is about over a second behind. So I don't think Panther needs to fight this very much. He just needs to hold that DRS train, and if he just keeps that battery up with these last couple of laps, he will still be able to hold on and get his first win of the season. A man who's been really quick and really competitive this weekend. You know, had just a few incidents throughout the last couple of races, but is now looking to win his first race of the season, his first race in a very long time. I think the first time since Season 2 finale, possibly, in Abu Dhabi. He won back-to-back in Netherlands and Abu Dhabi. Really good drive from him after immense pressure. But let's see now, 2 laps to go. What will Trippy do? Will he go for a move into turn 1? He's closing in, 3 tenths a second the gap is. Will he go for a big lunge? No, he will not. And he will stay behind. Maybe go for a move onto the main straight. Now we're going to have to see now. And I've got to keep an eye on... Wait, Bullcaps has got a time penalty. Bullcaps, I think... Let me have a check. Yes, he does 3-second time penalty for Bullcaps. I'm not sure if he got that just now. But This is big for the race, because the next closest person without a time penalty to Panther is Moritz, who's down in 4th place. So now Moritz can be fighting for another 2nd place at this moment in time. But if things go out in front, this could work out for Moritz. And maybe even Vexen, he does have time penalties himself. But I do imagine, because he got it when he was punted, I do imagine he will get that removed. Kete gets a 3-second time penalty. Trippi goes for a move up the inside. He will get into the lead now. But let's see now, Panther will be struggling on his medium tyres. And he doesn't have the DRS though. Heading down into the main straight. It's going to be almost 3 wide at this moment in time. Let's see though, up the inside. Yes, there will be here. Trippi holds onto the lead. Panther is still fighting in a way. Now Moritz is into the battle. This is the proper race battle for the lead unless time penalties get removed. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. But this is going to be last lap. The proper race win on track officially. Of course, 4 drivers will be fighting, but on time penalty, it's going to be between 2 drivers. Moritz and Panther both looking for their first wins in a long, long time. I think first wins at Season 2 for both of them. So we'll have to wait and see. What will happen? Who will it be? Will it be Panther? Will it be Moritz? If they collide, maybe Trippi or Borkaps. Maybe even Vex and something crazy happens. But we have to wait and see. Let's see though. 1 last lap to go. 8/10 a second the gap is. Trippi and Borkaps. He's really extending this lead now. Now heading into it. Kete is ahead of Slav. With the soft compounded tyres. But let's see though. The gap is 7/10 between Borkaps and Panther. And heading into the middle sector. It's going to be Moritz now, right behind him. Do I just realise? Is Booksap, not Book. Okay, Booksap. I'm very sorry. I've been pronouncing that mispronouncing the whole of this damn season. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But Panther has missed out on the DRS, and Moritz is going for a move around the outside. This could be for the race win. Around the outside, all really close. But Panther does muscle him out. But now he does have more battery, Panther, but Moritz will have the DRS and the slipstream. Can Moritz go for his first race victory? Or will it be Panther? Up the inside, goes to McLaren drive. He makes the move stick before we get into the braking zone. Good move. Now we just got to hold within that 3 seconds to Booksap. I've said that again, sorry. But it's 2 seconds the gap is now. And Trippi will hold on to this race lead on track. Of course, time penalties get removed. He might still gain a couple of positions. But, oh, Panther has gone for a massive dive bomb. But Moritz has defended that off. And it's going to be on track. Trippi, after a crazy race, Trippi will win it on track. Booksap will come 2nd place on track. But with time penalties added, it's going to be Trippi across the line first, but it's going to be Moritz in the McLaren to win his first race of the season. His first race in a very long time. Absolutely massive congratulations to the McLaren driver. Panther in 2nd place, Borkaps in 3rd, Trippi in 4th, Vexen, your long-term race leader in 5th. Then it's going to be Skimidi in P6, Slav in P7. He gets ahead of Keta on time penalty, and Keta is limping home. What's happened to the Aston Martin driver? Something's happened to him. He's dropping down the field. I think he's just let them go. I think he has. I'm not sure why. But this will mean Billy Boy will take out 89th and Keta in 10th. But my word. Wow. Crazy. My goodness. I'm shaking after that. And Panther, your driver of the day. Well deserved after that to come back. But wow. Mile from Moritz. A man who's, he looked out of it for most of this race, just sitting back, waiting for things to go wrong for the other drivers in front. And he did that to perfection. And he will win his first race since season 1 in Zandvoort, I believe. I think so. So, that is almost a year ago. That's season 1. That's more than a year ago. This man, a man who's been such a key role in Limitless Racing League, just an amazing person. Such a long time has made his way back into the winner's circle after a very long time, followed by the White Panther by half a second and Booksap. And then it's going to be Trippi, Vexen, Skimidi on his debut. I think his debut, at least this season. So well done to him. Slav, Billy Boy after disappointing races. Finishes where he started. 80, Kete, your Champions leader, disappointing race, but with the fastest lap though, and then the Alpine and Icaro. Wow. What an amazing race. I do hope you all enjoyed that. Please subscribe and like if you've enjoyed that. And I do hope to see you all very soon, either in a live stream or maybe even on the track. Thank you. Goodbye.